Weather with meteorologist Vivian Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. We're waking up to bright sunshine. Conditions are quiet. Temperature-wise, we're in the upper 70s to low 80s, 79 in Fort Lauderdale, 78 in Hialeah, Miami, 76 degrees in Homestead with temperatures in the 80s across the Keys, 81 in Marathon, 83 degrees in Key West. And here's a check on satellite put together with radar to show you that there are a couple clouds and just a few dotted showers that have flared up around our local waters, and then they tend to fall apart. As we take a close-up view of the radar in Miami-Dade County, we had a shower fizzle near Miami Beach. As far as our forecast is concerned for today, winds are going to be increasing out of the south and east. So the sea breeze eventually will develop some showers and storms, but it should push well west and toward southwest Florida. So here's a look at what we can expect. A typical summer day. We're going to have highs in the upper 80s to about 90 degrees, feeling more like the mid to upper 90s. And then we'll have overnight maybe a passing shower. Saturday in the afternoon, some sea breeze, inland storms. Same setup heading into our Sunday. So if you're headed to the Parade of Champions, it's looking promising this year weather-wise. So you're going to be trading the umbrellas for the extra water and sunblock because it will definitely be necessary. Just do everything possible to stay hydrated. By the afternoon, look for temperatures to rise into the upper 80s, feeling more like the mid to upper 90s. Meanwhile, today in the tropics, we have a few westward moving tropical waves in the Atlantic Basin, but development not expected out of these. Now in the eastern Pacific, an area of low pressure could flare up in this area highlighted in yellow with a low chance to form. And as far as Eric is concerned, it rained itself out last night across parts of Mexico, but there's still plenty of heavy rain lingering in the area. No boating advisories are in effect. East winds 5 to 10 knots, seas building 2 feet or less. For the Florida Keys, there are no advisories. Coastal waters are at a light chop. And the next tide cycle, that's going to be low tide at 10:15 in Miami. So highs today between 89, 90 degrees. Heading into tonight, upper 70s to low 80s. And on your extended outlook, South Florida, we'll have a few spotty showers in the morning, followed by inland sea breeze driven storms. The breeze is set to build along the coast on Monday, and our next best chance for rain, that won't be until the end of the week. And that's your 7 on 7.
7 Weather with meteorologist Vivian Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. We're waking up to bright sunshine and warm readings in the low 80s, 82 in Miami, Fort Lauderdale 83 in Key West, 83 in Pompano Beach, with the wind building up to 7 miles per hour along the coast. It'll be in the teens in the afternoon, humidity at 74%. And here's a check on the radar. Mostly dry weather underway. We did see a few dotted showers along the coastline earlier this morning, but it's been a lot drier overall in Miami-Dade in comparison to yesterday. Our forecast is dominated by high pressure, and we'll continue with the typical summer heat across South Florida with highs in the upper 80s to about 90 degrees and a nice onshore flow. But high pressure is definitely going to keep our rain chances on the lower end heading into the upcoming weekend. Outside of a passing shower in the morning, A-OK in the afternoons. But then next week, more of the same is what we can expect. It won't be until late week when more moisture for rain starts to settle in. Now, if you are heading to the Parade of Champions this Sunday, it is looking way better in comparison to last year. So no need to have the umbrellas, but you'll need to definitely have the bottles of water and sunblock because you'll experience a lot of sunshine, a few patchy clouds possible. Outside of an isolated shower looking excellent with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. A nice beach breeze will continue to flow into. Your boating forecast looks okay. No advisories, but there's the risk of rip currents at area beaches anytime we have an onshore flow. Seas building 2 feet or less. Biscayne Bay will be at a light chop. For the Florida Keys, coastal waters at a light chop. Seas beyond the reef building 2 to 3 feet. Now the next tide cycle, that is going to be low tide coming up at 10:06 in Fort Lauderdale, 10:15 in Miami, and at 12:14 in Key West. Water temperature running like bath water at 87 degrees. So for today, sun, a couple dotted showers in the morning, followed by PM inland storms. Temperatures will range in anywhere between 89 and 90 degrees. Tonight, lows will be around the upper 70s for mainland South Florida, lower 80s for the Keys. Your extended outlook South Florida calls for no major changes to our weather pattern, at least through Wednesday. By the end of next week, there could be a better storm chance. That's your 7 on 7.